Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with Scrap Squad Sunday. We're back. After the 12 days of spring scrap lifts, we're now back to the weekly ones, and I'm in love with this page. It's a Julie Taylor page, and if you know, if you've been following me, you know she is my scrappy idol. She's my mixed media idol, and just her pages have so much personality. I love this one. It's one she did for Hey Little Magpie creative team, and it doesn't have a lot of mixed media. She's using the Vicki Boutin's Fernwood collection, and she has there's some papers that kind of look grungy, so they give you kind of a mixed media feel. And I love the round photo she has there. It's perfect. But I kind of, I'm going to see what I can do. I put together my kind of photo cluster area basically because I wanted to see on the paper what, where I need to put my mixed media. And the paper I'm using is it's one from Simple Stories. It's a simple vintage weathered garden, and looks like it's already kind of dirty and worn and like it has some personality, if you will. And I'm using paper, this and all these papers are, and I think also the Vicki Boutin Fernwood ephemeras from a previous Mind the Scrap kit. So I just cut random papers out of a 6x6 pad, and this is a Simple Stories collection. I forget, maybe it's the good stuff, maybe that's what that is. And I cut them into random shaped, I don't know if you'd call that triangles. Ultimately they would end up being triangles, but they had a flat end. And then I varied the heights and the placement of the different patterns. And instead of a round photo, I've got this one. I did round the corners so that it would look like it went with this ephemera piece that says Wild Soul, and I'm gonna let that be my title. So I'm kind of looking at this. I'm gonna leave that on there, not glued down, and I may move it around a little bit. But I've got peeled paint and forest moss distress oxides, and I'm going to kind of, and I've got this stencil which is kind of irregular circles, and they're different sizes and shapes and so forth. So I'm just going to kind of brush a little bit of that on there so that it goes on very lightly like that, and I'm going to go back over it with forest moss, which is a darker color, and kind of offset things. I want a fair amount down in this area here. You can kind of see it's very, very faint, and I want some here and up towards the top of the page. And as the rays go out, I might also want some there. So I've just kind of added a subtle little bit of green there. Now I'm going to take this much darker green, and I'm going to kind of go so that I've got, okay, that's kind of mixing these darker green circles in with those light ones. And then I want some areas that have just the dark green circles, kind of like that. And I'll do some up there, maybe go in a little bit darker in a couple of those areas and kind of have some dark ones up here. I like this kind of line of, it's like a crease, a dirty crease like you'd find in a garden if you were writing down what your planting times needed to be or something like that, or seeds you needed to buy, stuff like that. Okay, so I've done this, and I'm going to assemble the page, and then we'll see. I'm going to also do some splatters. I'm not sure what with. I do have a color of Dina Wakley Gloss Spray in Olive, which I think would look great with this, and it would kind of set the, see how much that adds to that? It would be even more noticeable if originally we'd started with a white sheet of paper, but I really like that. And I'll kind of have it, and I put it in just the right places too. Now I put the some foam on the back to hold this down here at the gathered part, but I think I'm going to need some up here too. So I'm just going to kind of put it back there just to hold it so it has 2 points of hold, if that makes any sense. Okay, and I've put foam behind these photos. I've offset them and kind of gotten the foam to make them even, but then I wanted to kind of be able to scooch them onto here and have them hold up. Now, I have a few different embellishment things that I'm going to draw from. This is an ephemera pack, or what's left of the ephemera pack from Fernwood, I'm sorry. And then these are kind of greenery bits from a floral ephemera pack that I have had in my stash forever and didn't use when it came in a kit. And so I just thought I'd pull a couple because it kind of seemed like it might like going right in there. So let me get some, just before I go any further, instead of showing you the stuff, I'm going to show you how I'm going to use it. So here's that, and then I've got this one, which is almost the same pink as that, which is why I chose it. It's the floral ephemera pack is from a fall collection. Okay, and I'll put that resting on there. These probably are going to need some glue. I don't want to put a lot over here. I think Julie just has a single fern over on this side, but I have a little bit more area to fill. Let me get that down there. So that's enough, I think, there. I have this sticker. This is from Simple Stories Hearth and Home. It's the foam stickers. I really like this that says the little things, and I thought I'd maybe do it across one of these, but you know, I think I'm going to put it out here because I really don't want to bend those. My sun rays there do not have the stitching that Julie's has. So I don't have that texture. So I do want to maintain the bend, the fold, the crease there. Let's see. There was something else I thought might work here. It looks like I'm going to need something to prop that up, and I'm going to do a double bit of foam here. I will have some things coming out of there, but they'll be fairly thin and they won't hold that corner up as much as I'd like for it to be held up. Okay, there, that's not gonna slide down, I think. Okay, so now I'm gonna start seeing, what I'm seeing here is there's some underlying greenery, the red toadstools, which are cute, but I'm not gonna use them because they don't go with my color scheme, and I don't have as many. But I do like this dandelion, and it kind of looks like it could go there underneath some gathering of other things. I could use this. Now these flowers are perfect. That pink is a dead ringer for that Simple Stories pink. And there's not much that's going on here. You can kind of see that she's sitting in a car seat and she has a Plex t-shirt on. I know that. It's not critically important to the story, but so I don't mind covering it a bit with some with the floral. Okay, let's see. I need the floral. It'll probably work if I put it there. That's okay. And then I have this that can kind of come out of there. Instead of pointing up, I can have it pointing down, and it gives it that nice floral spray look. Okay. And I have some flair that I thought might be nice color-wise, and I especially like this one with its kind of crisscross fencing sort of look. Okay, and I have these blackberries, and those could maybe go right there. Let me prop those up. Make sure they maintain some height from the ground. So let me do them that way. And then that gives me something to have this coming up from. And I'll put some foam back there. Don't want to do that. Let's do it like this. And then I'm going to put a butterfly or a moth. Let's see. Or a dragonfly. I tell you what I could do. I could go look here and see what I've got in the way of smaller things. Okay, I kind of like this butterfly, and I'm going to put it on. I don't want to overwhelm this corner, and this is more in scale. So I'll put it there, and that lets this mixed media show, and I kind of like that. I have this bird and this flower. I think I will add the flower in right here, so it looks like it's kind of part of that. And I'm kind of going to curl that up a bit to let that come down. And I think I have some, there are these chipboard bits of kind of trailing greenery. It's either trailing or trailing down or going up. And I've pulled the sticky part off the back unintentionally. So I'm going to add some liquid glue, and I'm going to put it here with this greenery. And then I've got a gold one that's also coming off the paper. And I think I'll do this one like that. And it seems like I had something else. I like these two little tiny foam hearts. So I could put them maybe right there, and I'm going to add some more of the ink right here. There we go. Okay, that helps there, and I need some up here, unless I do some other kind of, I could do the baby squirrel flair like right there. Baby squirrel is what we used to call Ava when she, I don't know if her dad started calling her that because when he said baby girl, she said baby squirrel, or if he just came up with that. I'm not quite sure. We weren't living in the same house at that time. Okay, so that works for me. Let me get this right in here. And I'm just using the ink that's on the brush and kind of getting that. Oh, that's great. That kind of added to what was going on over there. I still didn't get it down close enough to the photo. So I'm gonna do that. And I will get some of the forest moss on it so that that's dark. Oops. And it's smeared. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use that as an opportunity to test out the water reactivity when you do this. it should kind of move things around. But what it's doing is it's wetting the paper in an unattractive fashion. So I'm going to, well, you could say it's an unattractive fashion, or you could say I've just added another dimension to the mixed media. Guess which story I'm gonna go with. I can cover up a multitude of sins by just adding these splatters. Okay, I'm gonna put this bird on here. I've tried to put this bird on the last 3 layouts, and finally I have a page where it seems to be appropriate. I'm gonna do it there. It's got some foam on the back, but it's not sticking it flat down, so I like that his little tail kind of overlaps that. And I think I'm finished, other than I have this additional flair that I thought I might put right up in here. It's got leaves that are similar in style and scale to the print that's on that paper, so that's kind of why I picked that. I'm gonna put my glue away, put that aside, cover up my ink pad, move that over, throw this stuff away, and all the while I'm using that to kind of look at what's going on here. I don't know if that will change when it dries. I'm gonna hit that with a heat gun, but note to self, thin pattern paper, don't spritz it with water because the paper will react before the ink does. So we've all learned something today. Let me keep that paper towel out to go over this. I have some orange sequins I want to add to kind of brighten up a lot of this green. And I'm going to do the splattering even on the patterned paper. These pattern paper rays here, like that. And there's not much needed. I've got some on the photo, which wasn't what I intended, but you know, why not? If you're if you're dirtying up the page, why not dirty up the photo, right? Who's to say? And it would have been smart to cover that if I didn't want that to happen. And so I'm actually pretending that I don't care. And in actuality, I'm kicking myself. So let's add some of these. This is Rusted Fence, and it's one of my favorite sequin mixes because of the leaves and because it's got a really true orange color to it. So I'm gonna kind of go heavy into these. I say that, and my misbehaving glue is intent on misbehaving. I do have a safety pin that I can unplug it with, and I've attached the safety pin to the chain on my tweezers. So there. Okay, so there's this little copper bit that I'm going to put there. There's a really bright red bit there. There's kind of a clear brown color there, and I'll group a few of those together. They're fairly large, and they make an impact when they're grouped together. I'm going to use one of the oranges there. I've got some leaf-shaped ones, which I like a lot, and I was going to try to sneak one kind of maybe right in there, and it should glue right down. I've got another one that maybe wants to be over here to bring that orange that's right here, and it's going to be over here. Well, actually, this isn't orange. This one is green, but that's okay. That just adds a lot of sparkle. This is kind of a clear-ish one, so I'm maybe going to do it right here to kind of cover up where I messed up the mixed media. I've got some more right in here. And these are almost holographic. They're beautiful. Okay. Now I've got those away. Let me get some orange, and here's one of those wood grain ones. I'm going to put it right there, and I'm going to put a different sequin under it. I'll put one of the orange ones. Okay, and then this one fell, and I don't really want it there, but I can put it over here. Not with my fingers, I can't, apparently. Well, I can't wait till the nail salon opens tomorrow. On my way back from the gym, I'm going to stop and have them fix that nail that broke, like, I don't know, a week ago, it seems. And I've got these little gold flowers that are really cute. So I really wanted to get lots of shine and sparkle in here. Let me get another one of those wood grain pieces, and there's a copper piece. Oh, come now. Okay, let me get one of the copper pieces. The copper ones are really gorgeous. And one of these really bright orangey red. Oop, these two are connected. So if I glue one down, I'll get two, right? Okay, that's all I need there. I'm going to do a few over here. And then I'll do a few more out here to add a little bit of color there. So here's some orange. Here's a yellow flower. These colors are just perfectly matched to this collection. And it's amazing how the Simple Stories collection is has a very different feel to it, but somehow the colors and patterns that are up here seem to go very nicely with the Vicki Boutin stuff down on this side. Okay, so here, and it seems to be drying clear. We did not get water reactivity, the beauty of water reactivity, because the paper got so wet that its reactivity to the water was more prominent than anything that the ink did, and that's a shame, but lesson learned. This will flatten out. It's going to buckle, and it's going to bother a lot of you and me for a while, but it'll grow back. That's what John used to say when I wasn't happy with a haircut that I got. Well, it'll grow back. Okay, so 7 there, and then that's gonna finish it. That may be about what I have in my little bucket here. I'm gonna use just what I have here. Okay, come on. I'm not grasping these things very well. There, and I'm going to put a tiny little yellow flower right next to it. I'm going to put it upside down. If my tweezers will let go. I'm in such a hurry lately trying to make all the videos that I'm committed for during the time that I'm out of town, and trying to get them done before I leave, because when I go I'll be driving a lot and visiting a lot and hanging with my sister. Okay, I think that's all the spots I have. The reason they're coming up from the wet glue is because the paper's wet underneath and the glue's not holding them. Okay, I think I'm done. This isn't anything like the mixed media that was for last week's lift, but it's, I think I've kind of captured it there. I'm going to add a few more of these guys up in here, and a few more down in this area. And I may add some sparkle with a gold. Here we go. this Nuvo Sparkling Mimosa is a nice color, and I'll just do that in these corners. And that's really got a lot of nice shimmer. Okay, so I'm done. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next Friday for Mixed Media Mayhem. And we'll have a completely different lift then too. And I hope you all go join the Facebook group and check out the albums for more inspiration, and also give it a try yourself. And if you like it and put it out there and get some response and feel like it, please join our hop that we have on the last Friday of each month. So that's going to be coming up, and it's where the team and our members have the opportunity to all try the same scrap lift. So thank you for watching. Bye.